I'm gonna miss that music. Welcome everyone to episode 21 of the Wyrmfall campaign. Thanks for listening to Blades and Blasters. This is Demon Gate. And who do we have tonight? Let's start with Prank.
Hello, this is the Prankster, and I am playing the Kuthalan Demon Hunter who's super jacked and super out for revenge.
Hum Nahar, bane of demonkind everywhere.
Excellent. And Bees.
Hey, I'm the Bees. I'm playing Shuthar Offbog, the Sharfeen warrior and protector of all that is good.
Nice. And Jester.
Hi, I'm Jester. I'm playing the Mindtep Gunra Tet. Just think about a Khajiit, and basically that's what it is. But Gunra is a pirate captain. And, well, he usually sticks to the shadows and tries to spook everyone.
He's good at this.
And I'm Rogue, GM tonight. Be sure to stab the like button in the face and check out the new book, Beyond the Sea of Falling Skies. Hey, and if you email rogue@arcanumsyndicate.com, you ask for a discount, maybe I could find one for you.
Nice.
Awesome. I'm gonna hit you up about that then.
Wait, do we have to email? Since we happen to know this rogue guy?
Of course.
Oh, damn it. I hate email.
My people will call your people.
I got an email, man. It really worked.
Oh, speaking of this music, I was watching a stream one night, and this song popped up, and I was like, "Where the fuck? Where? I know this. I know this. Where is it from?" I sat there for a solid 15 minutes. Damn it, Rogue!
Heavy Heart by Kevin MacLeod. Yeah, he's everywhere. He does a lot of royalty-free music, which is pretty awesome.
Because he's a super cool guy.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, a lot of people use his music for like everything.
Speaking of music, have you all heard Prankster's new song?
I have. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I was
Thank
like,
you.
oh shit, that's Prank fucking playing the guitar and singing. Is that true?
Yeah. It's a song about a pirate ship battle, and I actually just I came out with the first copy of another song that I shared with Jester the other day, and it's about a ship of the damned possessing people, which is pretty cool too. So
Nice.
we're working out the kinks on that one.
Nice.
It's a good song. It just needs something in the background.
Yeah.
Like some pirates? Or
Yo ho ho.
You could hire your kids to do the voice of the pirates in the background.
Yeah. Actually, my creepy kid voices in the background would definitely
Have them
sound
singing
like
nursery rhymes or something to make it really creepy.
that. Right? Oh yeah.
alright.
Oh, that's right. This guy.
Yeah, our
This-
friend.
This guy.
That we fed.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, so I didn't get to tell you this last week, but we burned the bodies, and so that was that. But I, out of character, I had the best way to solve our problem of like those spirits constantly possessing bodies, and I was gonna like very reluctantly tell all of you to just like throw all the bodies you can to Victor, and if he could consume them all,
Oh my gosh.
then they wouldn't be able to possess them.
Like, I can't eat a single ounce. I'm stuffed.
But then you solved the problem, and I was like, oh, thank God, I don't have to say that.
Yeah. Alright, anybody see the handout there?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes, sorry, I cut you off, Rogue.
Oh, no problem. Last time on Wyrmfall, the group fought off some of the foul undead in the depths of the inner sanctum. Creatures that ran on walls and lashed out with poisonous tentacles and worm-like appendages. The flesh golem that they defeated was also the turnkey. He must have been given the job to stand guard over the dungeon cells. They ran into a bard, a man locked in a cage. Victor. His body had fallen apart and rotted down to the bone. He needed flesh to feast on, and they fed him in exchange for some information. As his body started to grow back to a more acceptable appearance, his mind began to work again as well, as did some of his memories. So I guess we'll say that maybe Ichibar had to head off to guard the back passageway or something, the entrance. And he'll be on hiatus for this session. Or maybe to fetch some more healing potions from the expedition.
I like that. It's a great idea.
Totally.
Yeah, because I think you guys are close to being out, right?
No.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm checking too.
I think I'm down to my last one.
I've got 2.
Yeah, I've got 1.
But yeah,
And those are
we used a bunch of them the other day.
Yeah, those are regular ones too, right?
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
20. Yeah.
I have 6.
Oh, cool. I think you made some, didn't you?
Yeah, there was like a couple, I mean, like maybe 4 or 5 sessions ago, I had enough time and I was just pounding them out every moment that I could, just in preparation for the future, and I'm glad I did. Do you guys still have coral root on you by any chance?
I have 1 more.
Okay, that'll be good in a pinch too.
Yeah. One question, Rogue. You said that at a certain level we can add a second rune. Is that 10?
It is.
Beautiful. I would love to have added a second rune to my spear at some point.
When did you become 10th level?
It's been a couple sessions now.
Okay, cool. Basically, when a rune is found, the enchanter can put one in there for you.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't have any runes right now, when you do find one, he'll be able to put it in there for you.
It's awesome. Thank you.
Or if you guys, I don't know if you guys have any in the loot pile. If you guys still have any random ones laying around, but they're usually pretty rare. I try to make them pretty rare anyway. But I will keep that in mind too.
Awesome.
Alright, so I guess for this scene, we're going to pick back up where we left off. You guys were talking to Victor, and he said he had an idea, maybe, how you might be able to get in there. Or maybe some idea to help you guys out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what information we were getting out of him.
So,
Well, while you guys are talking to Victor, and this makes sense because Hum is less interested in talking to Victor. I don't think he trusts him all the way. I think actually specifically Gunra said he was untrustworthy, which tracks for Hum because he's an undead. So Hum actually, after the immediate fight with those blood raiders, you see him like flick a knife off of his belt and just like stab it into this thing's chest and like carve, and he just like starts putting some of the blood into these vials and putting them on his belt. And whether or not you're looking, he's doing this. And then he also takes, you kind of like see him like break out like a little alchemy lab like in the corner. And he's just like a man on a mission, mixing this blood with other things, almost like something out of The Witcher. Just different types of salts and roots. And you like see him hitting in the mortar and pestle and bringing it all together. And that's going to take like a little bit while you're talking to Victor.
Yeah, Victor is still kind of chained up, kneeling over what remains of some of the bodies he's eaten.
God dang it. God dang it.
He takes a few more bites. But you can see, the features on his face, almost back to normal. He still looks pale and gaunt and nasty. Not as good as this picture shows. That's a lie. But maybe he used to look like that.
Mm-hmm.
Marcos definitely takes notice of what you're doing over there, Humnahar. If anybody else wants to say anything, though, he'll let them go.
Victor, how you enjoying your meal over there while I fight? Dinner to show him, alright?
Yes. You are excellent warriors.
I don't know about that. I just happen to have something to, catch some bodies on fire. But, yeah, you said something a little bit ago about remembering something to help us out and where, I don't know.
He says yes. I seem to recall more and more as the time slips by. Perhaps it is because of this fine food you keep bringing me. And he
Do you
looks
need
down.
some more?
He looks at the bodies and he says, "I
Piled
think I
up.
am stuffed. I've quite had my fill." And he looks down at him and he's kind of like, for a minute, maybe he seems grossed out by it, by what he's done, and he kind of steps away from him for a little bit, for a second, and then looks back over to you guys through the bars. The light of the torch is on his face a little bit, and he says, "There is a passage I remember. We tried to destroy it when we were retreating."
Why? Why would you destroy?
To stop whoever's running behind them.
Yes, that's it. There are these creatures crawling after us. And we tried to blow up the bridge with magic. Miastus through a powerful spell. We did blow up the bridge, but we were trapped here in the inner sanctum. They still found a way to get to us, but perhaps now they think that way is blocked, and maybe you could use it to sneak into the chamber you are seeking. You're looking for the gate, right? And he looks through the bars.
Let me guess. It's too hard to explain. We need to let you out, and you need to show us the way to this path.
He looks around for a moment, and he says, "Yes, that would probably be wise."
Except for the thing about it is, I already know you haven't been all truthful with us. I believe I rolled a humongous sense motive roll on him. And you did tell me that much, that he has not been truthful and I should not trust him.
Yeah, definitely. He looks around a little bit and he says, and you can tell he's probably lying right now. He says, all right, it's easy to get to. You just go up the stairs and take a left instead of the right.
But let me guess, you do want out of here anyway.
That would be good, especially if you die and I am just left here, chained again. At least this way I could help you. And he smiles. Rotten teeth.
Ugh.
You know, I have a weak spot for bards. My best friend's a bard, by the way. I'm inclined to think that you're just going to eat us if we fall, or help us fall so that you can eat us. But help at such a critical moment should be not looked at in the mouth, you know, gift horse mouth. Let's see, I think I have an ability that might help me here.
This whole
While
time,
you are-
Shoothar was
Oh, go
just Shoothar was just staring at this demon creature, kind of astounded at like what's happening. Just that he was so like a skeleton basically at one point. Now he's almost a man, and just kind of dumbstruck by the creepy magic of this creature. And also really conflicted because he has helped us, but at the same time he clearly is like an evil being who we can free, he thinks best through slaying it and releasing it to the next world.
So, Rogue, would you still consider this somewhat of our first meeting of this character?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Alright, so I would like to roll Charisma, and I'm going to go ahead and call an Ahoy just in case, where I may burn one Saga point, gain the edge, and roll it twice,
Nice.
choosing the best result.
What are you attempting to do?
Try and get the truth out of him. If he will help us, if he will kill us, I already know that I can't really trust him, but if he thinks I'm his friend, you know, maybe it will roll out to my advantage.
Don't like that music change. Not bad.
Yeah, that's
I already called a Ahoy, so let's go ahead and roll it. Yep, going with the 20.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Damn, that eight exploded twice.
That's cool.
I know.
Nice.
All right, Victor.
I'm just
Bear
gonna
with
roll
me.
it.
Oh,
Damn.
Wow.
It's good. Good that you get out. Got a 20.
bear with me. What's your actual plan? Come on. You can probably tell that I'm not the most reputable person, but yet I stand here with these guys. Hell, I'm a pirate captain. You think, righteous demon hunter and good-hearted lizard man really wants to sail alongside me?
He peeks through the bars. A different look on his face now. Kind of maybe not the same look he's been having, but this one's more like reserved, I guess. And he has his smirk goes away, and he says, "I do not wish to see any harm befall you. I will not try to eat you. That hunger has already been fixed." He looks at the pile again, and he says, "But I was planning on maybe trying to get away if you would let me."
I have no problems letting you go eventually. And Gunra will once again go up to the gate and, lockpick it, open it up. It's already been picked once. He knows the way to do it for this particular gate. If you want to live in this state of being, I don't care. An undead life or a life. Either one, you're still living in some way, ain't you?
He nods.
Shuthar's Gunrotet, wait! Looking over at Hum to see if he's even paying attention to what's happening over here. What is Hum up to?
Hum is consumed with his alchemy. He probably hears the door open, but at this point in time, you see that he has got this like silverish green vial in his hands, and he adds a drop of demon's blood and like it swirls in this unearthly way. And he kind of like flicks it a couple of times, and then he looks up at all of you. And he is Victor out at this point or no?
No, I've only opened the door. He's still in shackles.
Yeah.
What is it? What do you need? I'm working on something.
Oh, I'm just gonna let this bard go to help us. He plans to escape later on down the road, but he doesn't plan to eat us.
But you said we could not trust him. He's an undead abomination.
We can't trust him to not run away eventually. Isn't that right, Victor? You mean us no harm. You just want the hell out of here, don't you?
I do. I long to see the sky again.
And if it makes Hum feel any better, I'll go ahead and do a perception to see what his motives truly are.
Hum or me? Or I'm sorry, Hum
Victor.
or Victor. Gotcha. I'm assuming I can't see Victor enough to do that type of a perception check.
With
where
all
I
the
am.
wooing and charming and all that I've been doing and knowing his motives before, is there any modifier?
Yeah. Go ahead and actually, you can keep. I mean, the role that you've already done. You can tell right now that he seems to be telling the truth about this.
All
He
right.
still has that same look on his face, that reserved one, no smirk, and that seems to be his. Like he's kind of gazing towards the ceiling as he says it,
All right. Gunrod just takes a step closer to him.
All right. Shuthar, you got any reservations before I unlock these cuffs?
Shuthar kind of straightens up, kind of puffs his chest out. Says, "I do not believe you may leave this place." Kind of walking up to block the door with his body.
Well, leave this place or not, you do have your wormtail spear, as you named it. You could always try to put him down. I don't believe this Victor is, all that strong. Looking at him.
We have made him stronger.
Stronger or not, I still believe that he's got a life to live. And maybe he wants revenge for his fallen comrades. We died, wouldn't you want, revenge?
I thought the plan was to see if we might be able to free him from this undead influence by turning the Well of Souls.
What better than to have him by our side to see what happens?
He betrays us in a moment.
Alright.
Gunra instead pulls out that fire dagger that Hum gave him earlier and starts to hold it against the shackles, cutting them, hoping that they'll melt.
How would you feel if his hands were at least bound?
Yes. But Victor,
And if Hum can see Victor at this point, like maybe he's walked over there to look through the fence or the jail cell.
Victor, I assure you of this. If we cannot free you from this undead influence, I am bound to put you down so that you may finally rest.
As am I.
I could care less, honestly.
And Hum will look at Gunra and just say,
Make certain to keep your pet on a short leash.
and he'll go back to his alchemy.
Yeah, Victor doesn't seem to respond, but he just like looks away at the floor and then looks down the hallway, and then he nods and says, "All right then. Then I will help you. Whatever I can do."
Gunra kind of gives him a look.
Don't mind them. They warm up to you eventually.
Yeah, Shuthar stepped back upon Hamnohar's decision.
So, am I able to try to melt through the rusty chains with the fire dagger and keep his hands bound?
Swear to God, if he eats your face, it's all on you.
I don't think he's the one that's going to get attacked.
Yeah,
He'll be hiding.
Yeah, you can eventually get those chains off, and you just want to keep the manacles on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So he stays manacled, kind of in front of him. I'd imagine his hands are.
Mm-hmm. Because he's been eating the whole time.
Yeah. And it was like in front of him, chained together, and then like chained to the wall, but a long chain. But you're able to get that off, and he comes out probably for the first time in years out of this gate, and he says, "My old friends, they'll be looking for us soon, I think."
Which one should we worry about the most?
My Estes, the spellcaster, she is quite dangerous.
And let me guess, you had a thing for her before.
She was very pretty.
Was being the key word, I assume.
Yes. She came and stood before my cell once, and I tried to speak with her, but she did not seem herself anymore.
Well, perhaps we should soon be on the road. If your friends are on their way, at least.
While this conversation is going on, Hum he's already got like one pant leg up or down. Like he's kind of like taking off one of his greaves, pulls his pant leg up, and you can kind of like see his quadricep. And he's pulled out this giant tormentor bone, which he got quite some time ago. It's like essentially the bone of a demon, and he's been taking like a dagger and like putting a very fine point on it. And if you've ever seen kind of those tattoo artists from kind of from India and from the kind of like the Far East, they do those like dot tattoos.
Oh yeah.
And so he's like taken the tip of the tormentor bone and like placed it in this vial, and he just like puts it against his skin, and he like flips one of his throwing axes around, and essentially he's using it as a little hammer, and you can see him wincing at like every little poke, but he's just like going really quick, just like bam 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 bam, and you can see he's like literally tattooing himself before all of you, and it's this dark circle with runes engraved surrounding it, which is the symbol of Gazak. And maybe for like a moment, like after each time, like if you've ever gotten tattooed or seen tattooing, you'll see that it kind of like starts to seep, right? after a while, and you can see that this almost does the opposite. As it begins to like bleed, you see the blood like gets soaked right back into the wound, and it kind of like emanates this like unearthly glow as that happens. And I assume like after 10, 15 minutes, pretty much while you guys are having this conversation, he's just been doing this. Just like a man on a mission. Eventually like covers up his leg, brings it back in. Maybe you see like the end result, and he doesn't really talk about it a whole lot, but you'll see this like new tattoo on his leg as he like covers it back up, pulls up his breeches, and goes back to meet all of you.
Oh, henna. That's that tattooing, right? Or Mindy. There's another one I just looked up.
Yeah, I don't really henna isn't needles, but I get what you're saying. I was thinking about Moana with the like single needle like dots, but anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, Polynesian style.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll shoot our backs up away from the cell and is watching Victor very closely, but he joins Catamarcos and Hamnahar, but he's watching Victor very closely.
Nahar, I think my pet is ready to go. Are you?
Yeah, and buckles his belt, axe on his back.
Lead the way.
Alright, come on, Victor. Yeah. Go ahead and walk in front of us. You won't see me, but I'll be right beside you.
And just then,
See, there goes our stealth. We get the chains walking in the front of the formation. Ching, 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 ching.
Awesome.
Marcos, looking at his scrolls and stuff, it seems like he keeps looking at Victor almost as if he wants to ask him a question, but he doesn't. He just puts his stuff away and continues on. Probably going to see where this leads first. So you do notice, I don't know if you remember when we were looking at the map before, to the left there was another passageway. And,
that's right.
Yeah, and it went into another chamber. There's two different sets of stairs where you could get kind of lost in this inner sanctum. He does go, you could go north to a set of stairs that go up and down, or you could go south to a set of stairs that go up and down. And he ends up going south to the set of stairs that go up. And it takes a while for you to actually reach where you're going, but you end up twisting and turning down passages, probably keeping, a good eye out the entire time, expecting something terrible to come out. And you hear the sounds of falling water in this chamber ahead, and you kind of exit out of this large archway, huge columns, and it looks like a massive grotto, huge cave with waterfalls in the distance. He ends up taking you to this place, and you guys have probably been traveling for a while, so Marco says, we should probably rest somewhere, maybe here, if we could make a camp. And Victor turns around and he says, this might be the best place, if any. And he points off in the distance to this bridge. He says, there it is, the bridge that we destroyed.
You did a fair
Bridge is
job.
actually still there.
What was that, Frank?
I was saying, but the bridge is actually still there.
You can see part of it is still there.
They did the
I don't
fair
know.
job. Fair job.
Yeah, you can see that there's a lot missing.
Just then, you guys hear a voice coming from the top of one of these pillars. Yeah, let's do climbing as well. Yeah.
I don't see anything. Actually, it looks pretty quiet.
Sometimes he is creepier than than Victor. It's creepy.
I do not argue with your assessment.
Calm looks towards the ceiling. Something out of like what's that?
All you might see
cave
is
movie.
a glint of like glowing gold eyes up there, just scrambling around.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Fucking
Dang it,
cats.
what's that one? What's that horror movie where they're in the cave and they're like exploring and shit, and then there's like those critters in the Appalachia. They're just like walking on the. Ugh. It
I don't
reminds me of.
remember.
God dang it.
I thought of the
Bug
chest
you.
our cat
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you might hear a little of dust or rocks falling, and then all of a sudden it's over here. Gunrun's just up there having fun. Yeah. The descent.
Marco.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Marco says he looks over to Humnahar and he says as he's like getting out some stuff to review, some scrolls and parchments and everything, he says, Humnahar, is there some kind of demon trap that you know how to make or something? Maybe over that archway there.
Hum will begin. Yeah.
I once knew another hunter who could make traps.
Yes, I can make something called a spirit trap. It allows me to create a magic circle to trap and catch my prey. Constructing the prison takes 30 minutes. If a demon or spirit walks or flies over the circle, they're trapped and must make a resisted intelligence check versus the circle magic roll to break free.
Fun.
So yeah,
Yes, I have recently learned how to make such a trap. Then of course I have my spirit orb, which I might use to block them from getting to us.
He says, excellent. Please make this trap by the doorway in case they try to come at us from this way.
Absolutely.
so yeah. So so the first thing that I'll do is I will create the spirit trap right in front of the doorway. It says it takes me 30 minutes. I'll actually just put it display in chat. Sacramental prison. Essentially, I can roll a perception check to try and conceal it.
Yeah.
Can I work with Gunra, because concealment is his game, and just consult him about maybe where I can best place this?
Yeah, that'd be totally cool.
Okay.
I think,
Gunra, I need your assistance.
You just see scampering down one of the pillars. Gunra.
Scampering.
What do you need?
I can create a circle which will trap any demonic or undead from trying to get through this passage behind us. I'd like to put it right in front of the doorway, but I could use your help concealing it.
Gunra's
in this matter.
Gunra's just nailing down. He's probably playing with whatever dirt's on the floor.
If you want to put something on the floor and conceal it, maybe you should use something on the floor to hide it. Maybe some. And he takes a little bit of
dirt through his fingers and drops it.
You know, a little dirt, toss it on top.
Yeah, is that okay, Rogue?
Yeah, I actually let you. He can roll the concealment of it.
All right.
So yeah, I begin like making this magical circle on the floor with different, salt, chalk, and ash.
I assume
And
this
it
is
says-
not the time to create a campfire for cooking.
Probably not. As Gunra sitting there trying to help hide all his runes and symbols and stuff like that.
Shuthar collected what little scraps of wood he could find and just kind of dejectedly puts them back down to the ground. I was going to cook.
Womp womp.
It's the only skill I have. I have very few skills.
But you fish very well, and there's some water down there. Maybe you can drop a line all the way down, and we could have sushi for dinner.
This is a long way down. I don't know if I have enough fishing line.
I don't know. I don't know how to fish, so I thought it was a lot of line.
Well, I think we'll make do without it tonight.
Marcos looks kind of a little scared off in the direction of the bridge, and he says, these demons already know that we are here, no? Isn't it good to have fire and light? He looks over to the demon hunter.
Victor, do you think your buddies will be anywhere near here anytime soon?
He's kind of enthralled at you guys setting up the spirit trap, and he says, I don't know if they will ever come this way. I do not know where they are now.
Alright. If Hum thinks it's a good idea for a fire, we'll tuck it back in between these pillars here and try to mask it.
Marcos nods and he says, I think this is a good idea. It would at least just make me feel at ease. Him being a human,
He's
like,
he don't see soil out of his one eye.
What's going on with you, Marcos?
Yes, what is going on?
You seemed a little off since the fight.
oh, to Marcos?
Yeah,
Gunra,
that's
who are you talking to?
Yeah, that's to Marcos.
Oh, he says, oh, nothing, my friend. We are so close. I suppose I am just nervous. Shuthar, could you perhaps make a fire? And, you're cooking.
I am happy to. I hope I don't have to roll for starting a fire because I didn't take any.
Wilderness survival. Do you have wilderness?
I'm good at cooking and fishing, but I don't have wilderness survival.
Oh, okay, cool.
And my int is garbage.
That's all good.
Gunra just starts looking at Marcos after he says he's just nervous, trying to perceive if he is actually nervous about what's going on or if there might be something more going on.
Let's see here. Let's see, I'll make his charisma roll. He's not going to spend any social pool. You can tell that there's more to it than that. He seems like he is probably nervous, but maybe he's hiding something, you know? Or maybe there's just a little more to it, you know?
Hum will attempt to kind of like, he's just like listening to his voice and trying to see if he might be able to hear anything else, if that's okay. Can I roll a listen check to see if I might be able to hear between the lines?
Yeah.
Ooh, not bad, but definitely lower than his roll.
If you have any social pool, you could spend it, but that's up to you.
I don't. I do not.
Yeah, he could be
Marcos,
nervous.
I would highly suggest against the fire. In this darkness, it will attract, not to mention the cooking of meat will also draw enemies closer. If it would help you, I can encircle us in spirit ward this evening to make certain that, to ward off any spirits or undead that might try to assail us in our sleep. This would be an addition to the trap that I put in front of the door.
Ah, I see, yes. This makes sense. The cooking
If
of
that
the
would help you
meat.
to feel safe, then yes.
No. Yeah, I should be fine. I do need some light to read from, though. Perhaps I will just set up my lantern over here, behind this pillar, like Gunratet said.
With that said, Hum was going to create the spirit ward regardless to encircle our little campsite for the evening. So I imagine like we're up against a wall or something, and he'll kind of create the spirit ward around us as we sleep. Because this, if any place seems to be the place to do it, it's this one. So that way we don't just get bomb rushed in our sleep.
Yeah. Alright, cool. So you're gonna set up one more?
Yeah, so I'll have the spirit trap at the doorway, and then I will have us encircled in a spirit ward to hopefully ward against any creatures that try to break through. At the very least, it will buy us time.
Marcus looks over at Victor and asks, so, are we supposed to get over this bridge now? After we rest for a while, is this what you are expecting us to do? And Victor nods, and he says, this is the best way to sneak up into the chamber you are looking for.
Just then, Gunra sneaks up on both of them.
I have an idea about that.
Yeah.
Ah!
Brogan, I had the same thing.
Yeah, that's great.
We have enough climbing tools, rope, and everything that, all we need to do is get a line from this pillar over here down to this pillar, and we have sort of a zip line. But how do we get one down there? My acrobatics,
Yeah. Marcus smiles.
my climbing, and Humnahar's arm.
Oh. Is he going to throw you?
Maybe a little Gunratet cannon.
He always lands on his feet.
Ah, this is a good idea. Maybe Amnahar and Shuthar both throw you at the same time?
Yeah. The other thought was, we could collapse one of these giant pillars and hope that it lands in the right position.
Oh.
Unless they perform some kind of structural purpose.
Now, from one of the reasons that I was crawling up there was actually just that very reason. I wanted to see if I happen to have the intelligence to know if those are load bearing.
Yeah, they probably are. You would see that they're kind of like carved out of the rock. That, you know what I mean? It means it looks like it's almost one piece. That ceiling is actually part of the rock.
Yeah, that's the problem. Those are completely carved rock.
He's also very, very, very large. I don't know how to damage such a large pillar.
Have you not seen Nahar punch? I mean, seriously.
He would punch from bottom. I don't know how the top would fall.
Victor
stands up.
Trust me, you do not want to get punched by this man.
Hum stands up and like one of his 6 tongues comes out, licks his finger, puts it in the air like he's testing the wind.
I can do it.
Punch the column down. I'm just looking at like the scale of these tiny little humanoid figures and these giant pillars.
Yeah. Victor, when you say you wouldn't want to get punched by this guy, Victor looks him up and down, and he says, he smiles and he says, I believe it. I think you are all great warriors. Better warriors than my group certainly was.
Yes, this is what makes me curious. How far did you make it with your party? You seem to know where we are going.
He says, I remember a library and a hallway filled with traps. And he starts to kind of daze off for a moment. And he remembers, he's thinking for a moment, and he says, I remember a song. Huh. I suppose I was singing a song to try to brighten the mood. Everyone was very unhappy, and we had lost all hope.
This is fascinating. As you are so evil looking now, that you were once doing good things.
He starts to like hum his little tune and everything, and maybe trying to calm, everybody as he's thinking about this old song. And Marcos looks over and he says, does anybody else have any of the traveling rations?
Yeah, I don't. I got plenty of booze, though.
And Gunrush starts to pull out some drinks for everyone.
Marcos
At
nods.
one point, I loaded up on traveling rations, so Cum would probably have some. Oh yeah, I bought 5 weeks worth of travelers rations back in where I met a Noe, so I probably have some of that. I have some goat cheese on me as well, so we'll
Sweet.
share it.
Wrapped in wax paper and some beef jerky and cheese and kind of bread.
Mm-hmm.
Marcos smiles and nods. Perhaps this isn't, hopefully this isn't our last meal together, no?
All of a sudden,
It
you
is
see Gunra pulling out some Razak weed on top of his drinks.
Well, if it is the last night, at least it's spent with good people.
He holds up his drink.
Victor, make sure you have yourself a glass. I don't know if you can actually drink it, but...
Oh, I can.
And Gunra, instead of just pouring rum, decides to crack open the elven wine that he found.
Screw it. Either we're gonna be filthy rich or we're gonna be dead. We might as well enjoy a little bit of something.
Oh.
In all fairness, we can also end up like Victor.
Well, I have faith that you'll put me out of my misery somehow.
Gunrub, I want you to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that if you do turn into an undead abomination, I will help you pass on.
It will be a team effort.
Problem with that is you'd have to find me.
Yeah, and humbled.
Gunra
smile.
just like sneaks to the other side of Amnahar.
It would be easier to find if he were undead
You'd think that.
with his Peter tingle.
Ah! I got him. I see where he's going. I picture like he tries to creep up behind me, and I just like grab his tail for a moment.
Gotcha.
And I'm just like,
All right. It's the booze talking right now, you know.
I have no doubt.
while this is going on, I'm wondering if I can attempt an alchemy check to create something at our campsite to help us. I would like to try and create some witch fire. 2 batches. So I think I
Nice.
have to, on page 312 of the Demon Gate rulebook, it says 8 is the target number. So can I attempt that really quick?
Yeah. Sure.
Cool. Figure while we're all hanging out, he could be doing something.
Did you say page 12?
Page 312.
Oh, I was going to say, that's really close to the beginning. That doesn't sound right at all.
Oh,
That's a
sweet.
Big
Okay,
fucking book.
so that's that will actually hit the target roll twice. So does that? So I was attempting to make 2 witch fires. So
Yeah.
does that mean I make 4?
Target number was 8, and you doubled it. Let's see.
Yeah.
I think that's correct. Let's see here. Who wrote this game? Contact Arcanum Syndicate and find out.
He'll give you a discount if you can find the rules for him.
Contact rogue at arcanumsyndicate.com. Email him, please.
Let's see. I know you at least will have 3. It's 8, 16. Yeah, we'll say 4. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So do I take up the resources, the alchemical components of 4,
No,
or just 2?
just 2. Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Sweet. So you're able to squeeze out some additional vials of that stuff, or pouches.
And what does that do? The witch's fire?
Witchfire does 2d6 times 2 damage to creatures, but we found out in a previous battle that fire might do more. And it's been my experience prior, that fire also sticks, so that it will continue to do damage like
Nice.
the following rounds as
Sure.
well. So, anyway, could be really helpful, especially against a caster. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it down here.
Yeah, that witch fire is like sticky fire, yeah. And, to make a campfire, if you have any of that stuff, you can kind of just like use a little sprinkle of it to make a fire and not really have to worry about using the entire pouch,
Sure.
which is kind of cool. Marcos does make a comment as you're passing around the smoke. Or if you're passing it around, I'm not sure.
I'm passing it around. I'm passing around all the booze that I have.
Nice.
Shuthar is abstaining.
No smoke for you?
No.
Oh. It's too bad Duragar's not here to enjoy some of the smoke.
You know, I have something that's Duragar would probably absolutely love, and you would too, Marcos.
And I hold up the vial, or the whatever the spirit root is actually in that I've still got 4 doses of.
Would you care to speak to the spirits before we venture on?
Oh. He looks at that with a exasperated look, and like he's really toiling with that. He says, I should probably not. This is probably good enough for me, my friend. Thank you.
Yeah, Hum is definitely abstaining. Probably grabbing his axe and has a side eye towards Victor the entire night. But he feels comfortable enough, like in the little force field of spirit salt that he made. But
There,
still,
there are some people you don't want to get drunk in front of. Victor will draw a dick on your forehead in no time.
Does he say this?
No, sorry.
Oh.
I shouldn't be playing that character. I'm sorry.
Gunra is looking over at Victor, just having a good old time drinking with everyone.
We might as well enjoy what we can. Victor, you're a bard. You said you remember a song. Belt us out a few tunes. Show these guys that you must have had some use beforehand.
He says, I will do this. And takes a sip of the Eldrin wine and kind of shakes his head at how good it is, before passing it. I have never had Eldrin wine.
I actually found it down here.
It's quite sweet. And this will add, I think it gives him a plus to his charisma after drinking that too, so he is going to sing a song. And it goes a little something like this.
Why in my mind did I all of a sudden go to the Fresh Prince theme? Instant.
that drugs are bad. Okay.
That's a pretty good song. I'm also 15. This is a very good success. And I imagine, though, that he tries to do something more happy, but it comes out, probably a little sad. Because inevitably he's pretty much sure that you guys are going to kill him after after he takes you to where you're going, or want to go.
It's a one-way trip.
Yeah. So he probably sings something all sad, and then he walks over to the edge over here, kind of to look out over the fire. He kind of steps away from the camp after the song to look out over there. And Marcos is looking at the scroll again, and he says, Do you think you're just going to run him through when this is all over?
Oh, Marcos,
This,
tell me. What do you want? You actually seem to know this gentleman.
Who, Victor?
I mean, there's something going on more than you've let off to believe.
When you say that, he sighs.
I will roll a charisma. +1 for the wine, plus a D8 for the Razak weed.
Oh, nice.
I
And
love that
as for-
mechanic. Everyone knows you're more charming when you're on drugs.
It's true. It's true. I know I am. Let's all be honest.
So modifier of 1 plus a D8. Which I'll just
Oh, man.
Oh, damn. I must have drank way too much.
That's sometimes how it works out, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, I'm such a good mood. Dude, fuck your face. Alright, let's see here.
Does Marcos want to share, though?
Yeah, let me see here.
Fuck your face.
Oh, God.
Wow! Wow!
Yes!
Marcos is even more drunk than you.
He smoked that pipe,
Yeah.
and he's like,
Because I got high.
he says, the tales they speak of unimaginable wealth and riches. But, as I think on this, perhaps, what if this is just a figure of speech, a legend, and I am wrong? And this gate. And then he starts to look at all of you. He's saying something he shouldn't say, you know. He's inputting doubt, you know. And he says, oh, nothing. I just hope that I am correct about this, and that this isn't a foolish legend.
I think the first thing I would have to say to you, Marcos, is I don't think you're the only one with such doubts. And the thought has crossed my mind as well. And in reference to Victor,
And Hum will kind of point towards him solemnly.
I don't desire to kill him. But we must consider the fact that he is trapped in this body, forced to feast on flesh for eternity or until he dies. One must ask themselves, prior to this fate, is that what a victor would have actually wanted? Would he, given the choice, have chosen death as opposed to this undeath? It's an abomination that cannot continue.
One thing that you can always, do, Humnahar, is actually ask Victor. His soul is trapped on this plane of existence. His answer could very well be honest and sincere, if he prefers this life to no life.
I hear what you say, Conrad, but the truth of the matter is this. That man, that undead, can only survive by eating the flesh of people, living or dead.
And Gunra bites into whatever meat he's chewing on.
Oh, you don't say.
Hum will look at him with a side eye, give me a break. Totally different.
What's not to say you can't go with a strictly animal flesh diet?
I don't know if that's possible, but if it is, that is something to consider.
Have you ever seen me eat any vegetables?
Have I ever seen Gunra eat any vegetables?
Exactly.
I don't know.
No, you have not. I only eat meat.
You're a cat. You're a carnivore.
Exactly. What's different from the carnivore cat to the carnivore man by creation? Perhaps we could meld Victor and get him to a path that would be more suitable. And when he is ready to pass on, he can seek one of us out.
I do not know if redemption is possible for Victor. If it is, I would like nothing more of it.
Think he has not.
would-
He has yet to leave this place since his death, or his undeath. He has not had the time, or availability, or even the ability to do harm to others. Your new hive, before you came into their picture, were slavers. But yet you asked me to give them some redemption.
Yeah, I think Hum probably looks a little bit lost for words.
While Humnahar is at a loss for words, Gunra actually calls Victor over to the fire.
What's Shuthar thinking about right about now? Does he say anything or?
I apologize. I was in another window, and I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
I'm a bad role player, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, cool.
I'm fired.
No, that's all good. We'll say he totally missed it. He's
He's just
he's
staring.
he's staring off.
He's looking at the water, and wondering if he can really fish all the way down there.
Marcos is over there like showing him something too, and then Victor, you call Victor over.
Yeah, call Victor over.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
I
he
have
ends
a
up walking over.
question.
Uh-huh.
Was Hum? I don't know if Hum was present for it, but there was like a brief moment where Victor was had some slight revulsion for himself. Correct me if I'm wrong. What wasn't there?
Yes.
Like after he got full.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But I don't know if Hum saw that because he was consumed with his alchemy at the time and making his tattoo. So yeah, he'll probably be fairly dogmatic.
This is an entirely different thing.
But I imagine Victor's walking over.
Yeah, Victor approaches, and he leans up against like one of the poles, and he says, "Yes, what is it, Gunra?"
Victor, I have a question for you. Don't lie. No bullshit. I want you to search what little bit of soul is tethered to this plane of existence. And I honestly want to know. Would you prefer this life over no life at all?
He thinks for a moment, and then he says, "I believe that I would choose this life. But at the moment, that is my choice. But before you all came, I would have been happy with death.
All right, Victor. I have another question for you. Since your, let's call it, undeath day, you've been down here in these catacombs, locked away, or, you know, you've never seen the light of day since then. Have you ever harmed an innocent, or do you have any will or want to do so? I saw how you looked at your meal earlier. And those
No.
are demon creatures.
No, I remember there was a reason that they locked me away, and that I would not do what they wanted.
Gunra hands him some of his beef jerky.
Now I want
Takes-
you to look at Humnahar. And I want you to tell him that even though this is a undead life, you live. That if there's ever a day that you wish to die, you'll find one of us. You'll seek one of us out.
So, not to be Mr. Rules lawyer or anything, but we are in a spirit circle. So I imagine that like he gets up to the side of it, and maybe he can't like. It's almost like up against a window, trying to look in.
Gun would have held his hand through the spirit circle.
Yeah.
Gun actually likes Victor because he's got a soft spot for bards.
And I believe the spirits circle will only capture spirits though too. Anyway, so
Yeah, well,
don't think-
I think the spirit trap will capture, and the spirit ward like repels, from what I understand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but yeah, either way, he would definitely be on the outside of it. Yeah, so Victor says, I have no problem with that. If I ever do something that that I would find unholy, I would deserve a death.
Can I do the equivalent of a? I feel like Hum would try to do the equivalent of a discern lies.
Yeah, definitely you could do that.
Does any of his demon abilities pop up with this as well?
I mean, I technically unnatural senses. I got to imagine is like constantly going off.
Yeah. I think you would definitely always be with the spidey senses on that one. Because him even being near you is always fucking up your unnatural senses.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, detect lies, which I don't have anything in, so it's just a perception check. Oh, okay. So I just need to do a perception check
Yeah,
so that I don't get a 0.
Slightly better than 0.
Gunra will actually go ahead and perceive.
I see something.
And I don't even know, like, he could very well not be telling the truth or telling the truth, and I'd have no idea. But he does know his spidey senses are up because he does know that Victor has lied to him in the past.
He has. Yeah, he has lied. He seems to be telling the truth. to both of you.
Victor, I know it's not exactly the most honorable way of life, but depending upon how these two others feel, and if it would make Humnahar feel better, I do have a place on my ship for you.
The Shuthar walks over from staring at the water and me being a bad role player. He says, "You speak of taking on the dead man as a friend. Is this right?"
I mean, look at you. You made friends with the pirate.
Yes, but you are good pirate. He is a man-eating monster. He's hard to understand.
Shuthar, I only eat meat.
And I'm gonna go through the whole thing that I went through with Humnahar before.
I only eat meat. Victor is the same way. His substance just happens to be a little bit fresher. Victor has been trapped down here since the beginning of his undeath. He has not harmed a soul. In fact, that meal that we supplied to him was probably his first meal ever.
And he looks to Victor.
He nods and kind of shrugs. I should not say anything. I feel that perhaps you wouldn't believe me anyway, but I didn't want this.
I do believe that you would not want to be what you are now. Who would? This is a nightmare.
Well, guys,
I did want death before you all came, but now that I have become to look more like my old self, I wish to live again.
Can Hum do a demon lore check to see if like Victor's condition would spread to people? Like if he was to hurt somebody who was living?
Can you turn others into him?
Yeah, like is it like a ghoul type thing?
Is it contagious? You're not wearing a mask.
I think you did this check last time, actually.
Oh shoot, my bad.
If I'm remembering right, I'm not actually sure, but I think you did. And yeah, if he was to eat somebody or like, it's possible that it could cause them to change into a blood raider as well.
Blood Raider. Wait a minute, is he the same thing as those guys that did the parasites, or are they different?
No, those were sundered.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
My bad.
yeah, those are different. Yeah, than blood raiders. Blood raiders are almost like vampires, very similar.
Gunra, here is what I will tell you. The undead is not a natural thing to these lands. And while I feel for Victor, feel for his lost life, feel for his undeath, the truth of the matter is that if he's allowed to consume a person, there's a chance that his condition could spread. So here's what I offer you.
And Hum will take a dagger. I think he still has like a ritual dagger, and he will maybe like cut his hand, and he'll hand the knife to Gunra, and he'll say,
This, Victor, is bonded to you, but you must swear to me, upon your life, upon his life, that should he kill an innocent, that you will put him down. That you will be taking responsibility for him.
We've already made one of these promises.
And Gunra cuts his hand without even thinking about it.
I am a cat of my word.
And holds his hand out to Humnahar.
He is.
Since we sell the seas, so close to your home, what will become your home, I'll bring him by every once in a while, just so that you can keep an eye on the situation.
And Hum will look at him and nod.
It will be good to visit you in the future. I have an excuse to do so.
And he'll approximate a smile with his 6 vertical mouths.
And I hold you to this promise as well, Victor, so that you do not become even more that which you did not want to be.
But he's not going to hold his hand out to Victor because he doesn't want to get it chewed off. Because it's
It's so
It
delicious.
seems like a highly
And-
it's like, hey, let's sprinkle a little cocaine in front of the drug addict.
Yeah. Yeah, and mixing blood with them. Yeah. You're not exactly sure in depth how contagious,
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what you've read and that roll that you've made, I would say his teeth digging into the flesh could possibly be what spreads it.
Yeah.
The
Like
blood.
a werewolf bite.
Yeah. The blood disease. He nods, and Marcos, you can see he's been over there kind of like struggling in the dim, hidden light, that he's using to read his scrolls and stuff. And Marcos looks up and he says, well, should we get some sleep? Or some rest, if we could even sleep in here.
I'll take first watch, and I assume, Victor, you do not sleep?
And he asks inquisitively.
He says, yes, I could keep guard.
You'll stay with each of us? We'll each take roving patrols. 2 sets of eyes are better than 1.
Yes.
Who wants second watch? Huh? Shuthar, I guess that's last for you.
I suppose. It's.
Oh, well, we got Marcos, too.
Let him rest. He is very tired.
Alrighty.
Right. 3 different sets of watch.
This is upside to having undead friend, I suppose.
Let's see who gets to roll it. The flying fickle dice of fate. Humnahar. All right. Can you roll a percentile, please?
That's actually Gunra. He has first watch. Unless that is towards me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Gunnar is number 1, yeah.
Gunra, D100, please. Okay, cool. That means that the watch goes well, and the night goes well, that you end up sleeping. Besides from some strange, noises down here. Perhaps the spirits have decided to let you rest. Or perhaps they don't know you're here in this location, or perhaps they have something else in mind. But you do hear strange noises. The noises are similar to. You guys didn't have a fire. Let's see here. I don't know if you guys can hear this.
I can.
What's that? It's very quiet. Let me turn it up. Ooh, creepy.
I was gonna
There's-
say I don't like it.
Yeah, there's a few points I think that you would hear like this noise here, and it's over the water. You know, the sounds of the waterfall, which I don't have playing right now, but it's almost enough to like make you wake everybody else up. But by the time you go to do it, they're gone again, and it's just the sound of the waterfall.
God dang.
All right. Marcos finally awakens after the third watch, and he looks over. And who was the third watch?
Shuthar.
Oh, he looks up to Shuthar and he says, "We are still alive.
Not dead yet.
We need to get across this bridge then. I suppose it's time to wake everyone up."
I think so. Hey, Shuthar will help Marcos rouse everybody. Shake him by the shoulders. It is time. It is time.
If you are wounded at all or need any HP, you can get 2d6 back for the meal and the sleep. 2d6 explosive. I think Shuthar, you might have need of a little bit of.
Yeah, man, my chat is not. Are you saying I seeing me in chat? I've had a hard time rolling. I'll just roll it like that. Nothing?
Your dice aren't popping up?
No, it's weird. My chat is just bugging. Like I kept writing messages like, "Oh guys, I'll be right back, bio," and nothing's coming. Nothing's popping up for me. 2d6. You said? Oh, nope.
Yeah.
Can you see that I just wrote that?
I do. I see everyone else's rolls, but mine are not coming up.
That's weird.
It's very weird. I might have to refresh.
Yeah, maybe just refresh. Welcome back to Native American Radio.
2d6. Oh, boo. Someone can roll 2d6 for me. It's just not working for me.
8 more back.
Thank you. Or is that for me? Or is that
Great.
for Gunra?
Gunra's full health.
Oh, thank you. I'll take it.
That's so weird. Did you refresh?
Yeah, I did, and it's done nothing for me.
What
Even
is
if I
going
click,
on?
I don't know.
Roll 20.
My computer's mad at me, I guess.
Alright. Well, at least that worked. Alright, Marcos looks over to Gunratet and he says, we're going to have to get across this bridge.
Well, we have
I've
the
got
gunrock cannon.
I've got some rope.
And tie it around my waist in case we don't make it. That way, you all can grab a hold.
Is that a good idea? He ties it up around you.
And when I make it to the other side, just
You have the Great Leap ability.
Yeah, I do have the Great Leap. I also have advantage on climbing, so I figured that would play in, and a lot of other stuff. I'm actually looking at it all since I came up with the idea.
So just to be clear, you're just going to try and like jump over this gap.
Oh no, you and Shuthar are gonna throw me, and right at the max release of your throw, I'm gonna jump.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we do like one of those things where like maybe Shuthar and I have our hands cupped and like,
Yeah.
Basket
you
toss.
run and then you step into it and just like we
Yeah.
launch you as
I like it. Let's
Awesome.
do it. You guys want to do Shuthar and Hamnahar would do a strength check, and then Gunratet can do acrobatics or whatever you wanted to do.
Sure.
All right.
Sweet. Very good success by Shuthar.
I have muscles too.
Oh no.
Very, very small success by Hamnahar.
Shuthar, you're stronger than me, actually.
And excellent. That big lizard man body. Oh, he is, yeah. He's 2d10, you're a d10d8.
I'm not as good against the demons though. We each have our strengths.
Alright, yeah, so you can describe how that looks, and you successfully are across.
Right at the arc of Shuthar and Hamnahar releasing, you just see Gunrot jump off their hands, exploding across there, doing a couple of somersaulting flips, whatever he can to match his momentum to landing on the ground, and he just forward combat rolls onto it on the ground.
All right, guys, I'm across.
Okay, tie your line over there now.
So, not knowing how strong these two stone pillars would be, Gunra kind of first runs a line across them both and does sort of a triangle rope setup. So something like,
We can draw it in the map.
yep. It's, and
Oh, that's what a
I figured
triangle
it
looks
was
like. Thanks, man. That helps.
well, this evenly spreads it across there, so that way there's no chance of it slipping off, and if it does slip off, there's another side that catches it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And, yeah, you guys tie it up on the other side. Alright. And this is going to be kind of sliding down.
Almost like a zip line.
Yeah. Alright, so you are going to be doing either climbing or dexterity. Since you have the rope. Cool.
Can
Basic
I use
success.
can I use my climbing gear to help me climb?
Yeah, we have climbing gear. I forgot about that. That should have given me a bonus.
Yeah, like
Yeah, go ahead and
ABTs.
yeah, I was gonna say go ahead and add the bonus and
+3? Is that what it is?
yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, here we go.
And this is well designed, so
Oh, so this is okay. So I don't have climbing, so it's just a straight up dex check for me, right?
correct. And then you just put a 3 in the modifier.
Oh, man.
Nice. Damn nice.
Hum's doing like tricks as he's going down.
That
one
D10 exploded from 10 to 9. That's awesome.
Shuthar, check out these sick moves.
Go ahead.
This is
Sorry.
sick, bro. Looking good.
Victor makes it. Marcos.
At least he's still higher than my climbing chick.
Marcos says, alright, here I'm coming. Are you ready? He looks back behind him. And then he takes off. Excellent. Everyone makes it across. He slides up and jumps into somebody's arms when he gets to the other side. He says, we have made it.
Arms.
Now, traveling onward from here, you guys start to make your way into a more of like the cave system, and it kind of makes its way back towards where the temple should be. You feel like this might have been made as some escape route at one point for the temple or the people in the city to escape, because it goes down into the cave system, and you can see like an old dock, down there, where remains of an old dock, old lantern post set up down there. But it looks like the stairs that were carved into the wall are so eroded away that it'd be impossible to get down there now. You'd have to just climb the wall. The passage opens up into a chamber that looks like this. You guys come out like down here. Everybody can see that.
It's badass art, man.
Yeah, I had to move myself up one square because I
that's
couldn't
right.
see otherwise.
Yeah, it looks. There we go. Sorry about that.
There's a dude standing at the top of it all. It's cool.
Yeah, you end up passing these statues with all these ancient elves. They look like maybe they could have been priests of something, of Anacia, or servants or Templars. They're all holding bowls, like these weird cairns. Maybe they used to have fires in them at one time. And Marco says, you can see some actual light at the very top. And it looks like it might be daylight coming through. Way far up there. He says, I think this is all part of the well of souls. I think we are still making our way back into it.
Marcos, if there's daylight coming from up there, why didn't we just find that hole and come down using ropes?
He says, I don't know. That would have been great. If I'd have known that there was a hole up there that we could come down this way.
You have the map.
This is the shortcut for the way out, at least.
Hey, this is not on the map. But we should put it on the map. This could be a way to escape, yes?
Yes. But now how are we going to get up these slick stairs?
Hopefully we can find our way. And you notice some of the bridges too, they've all like broken off. There's like passages to different sections of this whole place. You don't believe that this entire area was the temple. It looks like it goes into other parts of the city, from this area here. but it is indeed a back door into where you're going. I'm going to put you guys there now.
Does Humnahar feel any taint at the back door?
That's actually a really good question. But it's hard for me to ask that because I was thinking about that, but I assume it's like a radar. And with Victor right there, it's probably throwing them all off.
We've used
if
this.
I can feel something, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make your perception. And yeah, this topic has come up many times in the descriptions of.
So I
Not
put a
the
plus
first
one
time.
because I think that's what Unnatural Senses gives me is a +1 to sensing undead.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
All right. So this is it's a pretty decent success, you know. So you do sense his presence. It's like you can feel that unnerving presence that's constantly with you at all times. And then you do also feel like you're going into a more dangerous area. You're getting closer to a darker presence. So I think you would definitely feel that. That it's you're heading towards it.
Okay.
We are getting closer. Much, much closer.
When Hum feels like they're, I don't know, when it feels strong, like it's right around the corner, Hum would like to do something if that's okay. But I don't know when that will happen, so if you will give me a heads up if that's okay.
If it's like right around the corner?
I was
Okay.
going to say that before he moved us to this map.
I put you guys kind of up on this little platform a little bit, but just because the room's so small. But the stairs wind up into this this area here, this small chamber, where there's one passageway to the south, and you notice that all of the stones of this place, they look like marble. You know, everything's well made, very expensive. There's all these golden designs on the walls and stuff like that. And Victor turns around and he quietly looks. You can see his eyes are astrally perceiving the area as he turns towards you, and he says, "This is it. This is the temple. I remember this place. It is where we died."
That is helpful, I suppose.
Gunra, upon hearing this is it, just vanishes.
Marco says, "Where is the gate from here?" And Victor says, "Follow me."
Victor,
I have one question before we go further. Will you sing for us during the battle?
He smirks. Says, "Of course I will."
I really, really want to trust him. Out of character, I totally want to trust Victor. Just... God dang it! I think Hum wants to as well, but yeah. Okay. All right, so as we draw closer, Hum is actually going to go to his belt, and you see that concoction that he made that had a component of demon's blood in it. And he takes like a sigh out, takes a big deep breath, and downs it as much as he can. And what ashes he has, he like
He
streaks them
drinks. He
across
just
his
drinks the
face.
demon's blood. He said.
He just drinks the concoction of demon's
Sure.
blood.
Sure.
And so I need to roll a d6 to find out what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's not bad.
This is what I was talking about when I was like, I had written this book before I'd ever saw The Witcher. You know, The Witcher had ever come up.
Hmm.
And when I saw The Witcher or the game, or you know, where he would drink these things before he'd fight, you know, these monsters, I was like, oh my god, this is just like, you know, what it
Yeah,
reminds
for
me.
sure.
So just so our viewers know what's going on, this is a demon hunter power called Demon's Blood. I'll be drinking the Demon's Blood, and I get a +3 to my strength, perception, and willpower for at least 30 minutes. So I imagine that as he drinks this Demon's Blood, his eyes go like black, or his eye, I should say, because he's lost one of them. His eye just like goes black, and maybe like it's normally like white chitinous skin, like even that takes on like an ashen color, and maybe like black veins you can see kind of like popping up from it, and he just maybe like clenches like really hard, and he just and then like he comes up, and you see this look in his eye.
You're close. I can feel it.
Gross.
Marcos looks kind of afraid of you for a moment, and he says, "Are you all right, my friend?"
I am fine. Just move forward.
Where the hell did Gunra go?
Hmm. He is always close.
All right, Shuthar, make a perception check. And I'll have Victor make one too. Target number was...
One?
Oh my god, Victor's. Okay, target number was 8.
Nice.
Perception 8. Shuthar, before you step there,
Mm-hmm.
you're about to step there, and then you see this skull sitting on a pedestal right here.
Oh, yes, I do.
And then I
We
think
were
you
warned
remember,
of
right?
traps. We were warned of traps. So this
Yeah, I
is it the same sort of thing where it's basically one of those like scrying spell things, or is it actually like a damage thing?
Yeah, you remember that. I think Shuthar would recall, you know, the same thing. And maybe the tattoos on the skull or the writing on it, you know, is very similar.
Right.
And Victor's about to like walk and step into it as well.
Like, wait. Watch out for this line here. It's right through the line from the eyes, I suppose, right across to the other side.
Did you touch him when you were like, wait?
Ooh, you know what? I might have, but I think let's just instinctively, out of protection, I
Right.
would have.
You notice when you touch him, like you feel like his cold flesh, which is just weird to you.
Yeah, it would have given me the willies for sure.
So
Like, shake it off. Like, ooh, be careful.
He says, "Oh,
Set off in the alarms.
oh, thank you." He steps back.
You said there were traps. This may be one of them. Shooter will duck under it. Do I do a check?
Oh, no, don't worry about it.
All right. Stays right there.
yeah, Hum will get in the army crawl like they did in the past, and he'll. I mean, I guess I'm taking up the rear. That makes sense, just in case something comes from our rear. So I'll continue to do that and be the last one through.
Sweet. You get into, you duck underneath the skull, you get into this long hallway. From the direction that Shuthar, or from where Shuthar is standing, to the south, there's a passage south. It looks like you can see. Actually, let me see what you can see. Let's move you right there for a second. Okay, yeah. Down that passageway, your vision, you can see like a stone table, and it looks like a desk, and there's books behind it. And then to the left, as we're looking at the map to the left, just a long passageway with another archway down there. There's probably another door down there as well. They look kind of similar, except to the right you can see some stone steps that go to another passageway, and then there's a passage that goes to what looks like a kitchen and a door. There's all kinds of ways to go down here. So Victor, you can tell he's trying to think and remember while he's in here, and he's like scratching his head at the same time, looking very scared and cautious. And he points to the south, and he says, "That is the library that way, I believe."
Shooter kind of nods at him and looks back at the party to see what they think.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
No worries. Hum will looking all around him.
The question is, where do we need to go? Is it the library? If there is a spellcaster, they do like their books.
Gunra speaks up from the shadows.
Well, we should probably deal with whatever we can in this area before we move forward, so that nothing comes from behind us.
I concur. Perhaps we move south and then do our best to work in a clockwise circle. What do you think?
How do we know this isn't a sort of labyrinth? Do you have any way to mark every left wall?
You know, Hum does have chalk on him. So, yeah, I would have a way to mark every left wall.
Nice, we're doing labyrinth style.
Hey, I don't know what to expect.
No, that's absolutely smart. Man, I'm looking at all my gear just while we're waiting for Rogue, and I am an absolute loot goblin. Holy shit. I have a whip on me that I've never used, you know?
You think you're a loot goblin? I've got a crap ton of stuff.
My reagents is crazy. I have a whole, yeah. I have alchemical components and like how much I have for each one. I've got 1, 2.
That's true. You need all that stuff for alchemy, so that's understandable.
Yeah. I have 18 alchemical components, and then I've got just a ton of like different extracts and all kinds of stuff. Oh, you know what? That would have been fun if I would have ate that last night. I have something called bladeweed, and it gives me it's a seaweed, and it gives me nourishment. It's soothing, and it's a food replacement.
That's cool.
I know.
It's like, on this,
Yes,
the last day I'll be alive. I should have eaten that.
Yeah. I will use all of my items now. It is hard to believe that we're coming to the end of this adventure, but it's also nice to just like complete something. You know what I mean?
All right. Sorry about that. All right. What did you guys decide?
I have chalk, and so the plan is to like, in case it gets confusing, to mark like walls. We talked about going south towards the library, but we also wanted to ask Marcos.
Marcos, where is it that we need to go? And Victor, do you think there's any place we can go to eliminate some enemies? I know that your party, unfortunately, was surrounded. Hopefully we can avoid such a fate as yours.
Victor, well, Marcos first says, perhaps going to the library would be helpful. And I could find more knowledge there. And then Victor says, the longer we are here, the more dangerous it is. They will hunt these hallways. I remember the spirits. They hunt the hallways. We must move quickly.
Let's move towards the library.
To the library we shall go. We're straight ahead, right? We're going the right direction.
Yeah.
Gunrod slides underneath the skull.
With the spirits wandering the hallways, remember to put your spirit shards on your belt in the event you are needed to defend yourself against possession.
Thank you. I did kind of touch it with my fingers, remembering that I have that.
Gunrod actually sneaks up beside Shuthar.
Before you go any further, look around. We don't know what to expect.
And about that time, Gunrod decides to move around.
Yeah, can I roll a perception check using my unnatural senses as well?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. Shuthar sees this chamber here with the desk and the table.
It looks like a desk.
Gunrod's already faded back a little bit.
Gunrod, you notice these rooms in here. There's like these two antechambers. They must have been like for storage or something. The doors have all rotted, fallen off. It's like crumbled to dust down here. Hamnahar, you are sensing something coming from behind you. A presence moving. Probably in that passageway.
Something is coming from behind us. Victor and Marcos, get behind me.
Gunrod runs. He don't care.
Let's use this as a choke point if we possibly can.
I will choke them if I need to.
Gunra, when you get to there, you kind of sneak over to the pillar there for a moment. You can see this is the library there. The door is open. You can see shelves of books. The door is all rotted, kind of piled up there. The floor seems different in that room. It's all made of wood, and it's just ancient, you know.
Alright.
And from the passageway, you start to hear that weird sound again. The same sound that you guys heard. This is supposed to be off. Water is gone. Long time. that same weird whispering sound starts to come out again. And you sense something is definitely coming down the passageway. Here.
Hum will, he grabs his axe, readies himself, maybe has a finger on a vial of holy water, looks towards Shuthar and just says,
Let's wait for it to come here. We'll ambush it.
Yeah, I'll take some kind of defensive action there.
Alright. Are you guys trying to peek down the hallway at all, or are you just staying right there?
I think, yes, I'm just kind of standing firm here to protect my friends.
Sweet. So no need to roll anything for that. But this Humnahar, you can feel it like getting closer. And there's no sound other than that weird ghostly wind. Yeah. That the whispering.
right?
Yeah. And that's when you see this fucking thing.
I can only. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, that thing. I don't know what the thing is.
It's like a dark mist with the eyes and yeah, and the claws, the shadows of its arms definitely seem to make out like these claws. Dangerous fucking looking weapons.
Yeah.
They have at least 4 arms or tentacles of shadow, you know.
Shuthar would just shout out like, "Prepare for combat!" That's give everyone a +1 to their initiative roll.
Alright, let's bust it out then.
Yeah!
Question: is Victor doing anything for us?
Nice
right now?
roll.
He is about to be doing something. For right now, all you know is Victor kind of backed into that kind of storage chamber, that antechamber, when Humnahar told him to get behind him.
All right, we got the jump on it.
You got the
Oh,
jump
there's-
on it.
You got the jump on that one. Oh, and okay. There's more.
Alright, Humnahar. I think you're
All right.
first.
Humnahar.
Can we get some sweet battle music?
Hum will he, you know, I don't want to wait for this thing to come to us because I'll just waste an attack. So he'll
Shuthar, let us go into the hallway and take it out to protect our back line.
and so yeah, he'll charge forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that close enough, or do I got to get right there? I mean, either way is fine.
Oh, no, yeah, that's good.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Hum gets there, and he's raging with his demon blood coursing through his veins. First thing I'd like to do is a demon lore check on this thing. Actually, can I do that before I run in? Like maybe as I get to here, just to see if...
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. All right, so demon lore check incoming. Here we go.
How do I do the round calculation? It says add custom item, and then it says round calculation optional.
Yeah,
plus
so add
1.
custom item.
Oh, +1 under round calculation?
Yeah,
Yes.
it'll just put a number 1 in the counter.
Or it'll always add 1 to each time it comes through.
Oh, is that how it works?
And do I roll? I write something in the item label. Add custom item.
Yeah, under Adam label, I'll just write round number or round, and then for the quality, whatever you call it, I'll write +1. Then it automatically adds a +1 to each round.
Sweet. Thank you. All right.
So if you put it on round number 1, next time it comes around, it'll say round 2. It should.
Okay. Okay. Round number, and then +1.
Yeah.
+1. Add.
And then right now, just change the number from 0 to 1. Next time it comes through, it should add up to 2.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
All right.
All right, I rolled a 13 on my demon lore check.
What are you?
The Veil Terrors are. They can be damaged as usual by the normal stuff. The silver, fire as well. They have a weakness to. Light in general is bad. They have a weakness to light in general. So, what did you roll? Let's see.
13.
13, that would be good enough. Light actually offers kind of like a debuffer to them, so they do not like light at all.
Okay.
And you guys are kind of walking around pretty much in darkness, but you can all see in the dark very well, all except for Marcus, who I imagine he's. I didn't state this before, but I probably should have. He doesn't have a torch right now, because he didn't want to give away your position. So I'm going to say he's got his enchanted two-handed sword out, and he's just going off of the light that's emitted from his magical item. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is a very small light.
Can't see much.
Careful of the Veil Tear. It is weak to silver as well as fire. Bring light towards it, and it will make it weaker. Marcos, if you can, get your torch out, ready to help us.
And Hum will charge on that note. Go right in and start whacking away. Okay, cool. I got to sleep, so I topped off my chi. I just realized I was only 5 down.
Nice.
So, okay. All right. So here it comes. I'm gonna do my normal quick attack thing. Silver. Should I? You know what? No. I'm gonna do a. I'm going to do a heavy attack. No. I'm going to do a 3-hit combo.
There we go.
But I'm going to take the 4th action to aim.
Sweet.
And so that should give me a total modifier of 4, 2 from the aim, 2 from my demon hate. So here it comes, and this will be 3 actions. It's a 16.
Nice.
Nice.
It's a hit. That is a hit.
Okay. All right, so this will be silver-coated Vashlik axe with Chi Strike. No modifier to the damage, but this is a ×9 power because it's silver. And here we go.
Oh my god.
Nice.
306 damage, and that will be a new high for me.
How do you take it out?
How do I take it out?
Yeah.
Nice.
I imagine like he's just like like a cheetah, just like waiting like for his prey, It's kind of like that. What's that guy from Watchmen? Rorschach. He's in this temple that's just like emanating with evil, and he just runs out and he goes,
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
and he just like rushes it and just like slashes it 3 times in quick succession, just eviscerating it as it just like falls apart into an ethereal smoke.
Nice. And you can see kind of the light like shooting out of the wounds of it before it starts to like eviscerate, you know. Yeah, 224. It had a 224
Never have an
HP.
attack that high ever again.
All right. That eliminates the
Times 9.
one. That is
Yeah,
you did a 4-hit combo? Or
It was a 3-hit combo, but I also I aimed with my last action.
okay, and you have a silver
Yes.
silver damage?
Yes, it was silver damage, and then I've got a demon hunter ability trait, consecrated weapon, which ups my the normal ×2 damage from silver to ×3.
Okay. So that is right. ×9. 3 hits, and the power damage is separated. Alright. So Victor, as soon as that one vanishes, Victor starts the battle song.
Nice.
And he does have a rating 2 in this ability, so hopefully. Okay, cool. I don't know if that'll get it or not. If not, he's going to spend the point to add more. Let's see here. Abilities, battle song. Okay, if that's only 1, he needs to reach 15. Alright, so he's going to use a melody, which will add a d6. And hopefully he'll get 15. Hey! He rolls a 5. That reaches 15. The target number is 15. So he's going to give +2 to defend for everybody. For 4 rounds.
Plus 2
Nice.
defense. Nice.
I'll take it.
As he starts to shout out warnings of these creatures in his song. Holy fucking shit, we're going to die!
It's a beautiful, beautiful sound.
Next Veil Terror. These things are fast. Oh, but it only gets there. Wait, that's 10. 12. 12.
Ooh, we can attack.
Yeah, he's gonna unleash the. Oh, he's got an ability called Shred, which
Bust that electric guitar.
for every movement past his running, adds to his damage. So
shit.
he's done 6 hexes, which is gonna give him +6 on his damage mod.
Oh my gosh.
So if he hits you,
Don't
it's
like
gonna
that.
hurt. His serrated tentacles, he's going to 4
He's gonna
hit combo.
shred, bro.
He's gonna shred. Yeah. He's gonna concentrate on this attack. Oh, only an 8.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. So he comes flying in and rips the tentacles at Hamnahar. Misses Marcos. think Marcos is, he's gonna come help you. Unless you guys say otherwise, I think he's gonna try to help you.
Well, I will allow it.
For what it's worth, I did ask him to ready his torch.
Oh, that's right, that's right. Thank you. Remind me, that's what he'll do. He's gonna bust out his torch. So, dynamic lighting. Right, light.
The torch.
Hopefully everybody sees some light coming from him. We'll say he's doing that, and as he comes around the corner here, the light of it, as it comes towards you and like slashes at you, Hamnahar, right after it finishes doing that, and he comes in with the torch lighting up, the spark kind of hitting on the torch. The light shoots into this chamber, and you can see the creature like reels back from the light of that. So it is going to take a debuffer of -2.
Heck yeah.
Gunratet's turn now.
Let's go.
Alright. Gunrun, not even knowing what the hell's out there because he can't see, just takes off running. Now he's still hidden. 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And he gets to right here. Perhaps he slides out and sees this thing like, holy shit, and tries to hide himself while he steadies his gun. And so 19.
And that's a hit.
Yeah. Yep. And ×6 combo for my improved still.
Golly.
240 damage.
Alright, how do you kill that one? Hold on, I'll be right back.
Like I said, Gunruz just takes off bolting and just sees this horrible, terrifying thing. He's like, oh shit, and tries to hide back while he pulls up his gun.
So is a hand cannon like the equivalent of like a blunderbuss or like a magnum that shoots once?
Blunderbuss.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I'd say it's more of a shotgun than anything.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, that was your whole turn, Gunra? Use all your
Gunra
actions.
No, I didn't use all my actions, and I've got no more targets, so I don't know what to do. And I
Alright.
guess if I still have movement, which I think I do. Dexterity, yeah, I've got 14. Gun roll. Come back here and tuck himself in here.
Alright. Shuthar, what do you want to do?
I suppose Shuthar will just listen to see if there's anyone else around, or if we've felled all the enemies.
Go ahead and make a perception. You kind of hold your actions too, I think. Alright, sweet. Yeah, and you would notice that this one ends up flying into the chamber and only makes it to here.
Oh, from behind.
But now you can do your actions.
So now I can go and attack him. I say we have another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And And I will unleash a rapid combo attack. Oops. Button. Attack with Wyvern Tail Spear. I will use all my actions to do just quick attacks. That's 11.
The light, suffering from light too from Marcos.
This is helpful. Thank you, Marcos. Skill modifier. That times 4. Oh, I hit. Did that not go through? Let me try it again. I'm having trouble with roll 20 tonight. It's better.
Nice.
Slash. I'm excited
Open
to
it up.
finally get into action here. And that's it for a shoot there.
No frenzy.
Oh, you know what? Yes, let's try another power attack, another heavy attack. Why not? I spent all this stuff on the frenzy.
Might as well.
Heavy attack.
There's a critical.
Yes, hey, baby.
And normally your times 4. With
Oh,
silver
you
and
know
heavy.
what? I forgot that I also have on a critical hit with this the cold frigid rune. On a critical hit, there's a body save or -2 A/D. I'm not even sure what this means. Let me just copy and paste it into the.
-2 to attack
Chat.
and defend.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, critical hit, body saver, -2 attack and defend. Kind of like a cold
Yeah.
slowing.
Yeah.
Here's his body save.
Oh, well. I still
He might
crit
be
him.
dead.
I still crit him.
Is this silver coated?
It is not.
Okay, so this is
It's the power 2 for
okay.
a power attack.
And it's a critical, so power 4 actually, but
Oops. So we should double that.
so that's
Another
still enough.
108.
108. That's enough.
Yeah, so I slashed him 4 times really quickly, and then one really, like, I finally got a read on this guy and just slash it right through its, I don't know, whatever the hell this thing has. Ghastliness.
Nice. And I'm having some issues with the kids, so we're gonna have to call it here. But we can do some RP at the close it out here. You guys can hear the sounds of more coming, for certain. The sounds of battle have definitely stirred up the spirits within here. What do you guys want to do?
Let's say regroup in the hallway.
Yes, let's regroup in this writing room. Use it as a choke point so that we don't get overwhelmed or surrounded.
See, Victor, you did not create the trap for us, did you?
Gunrus
No.
just standing there, reloading his blunderbuss thing.
No, these things would kill me too. This is the
Victor,
library.
what else can we expect? Creatures like those?
He says those are the weakest ones. He says there's much worse coming.
Let's go in the library.
I will watch the doors.
And Hum will make certain to be near the door as well.
Are these both doors to the library, or no? That's a different hallway.
Yeah, it's down here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you bust in there. Yeah, the doors are kind of like rotten. You can see how like decrepit this place is, how the wood is all rotted and stuff like that. Shelves and shelves of books. The smell in here is pretty much of the rotten wood and the old paper. But there are some tomes in here that still look solid, still look enchanted. And Marcos immediately starts to dig through them in search of something specific, it seems.
What you're looking for, Marcos? Tell us so we might help you.
I'm
Says
quite
anything,
skilled.
anything with this symbol on it. And he shows you the scroll. And you can see the kind of like circle with a dragon head emblem in there. And he says, anything with this, my friends. See if you can find something.
I am watching the door.
With my plunder skill, I can burn a frenzy to add to my looting ability and add a d6.
Nice.
That was looting.
Oh, sweet. I'm gonna say that allows you to find it.
But I did say I was going to use it prior, so hold me to my word.
Marcos, over here.
He looks over and sees it. He says, yes.
Is there anything else that we need here?
He takes it and immediately starts to break the seal on it and open it up. You can see it still holds the same ancient writing that was similar on the scroll, the dragon tongue. He says, I just need some time to look at this. Yeah, some time to read this and then at that same time, Shuthar, you can hear them coming down the hallways.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
Gunra quickly tries his best to hide in here.
They'll be here any moment now.
While telling Vincent to help protect Marcos.
The Victor.
Victor, yeah.
Victor nods and he says, can I be unlocked to do this and given a weapon?
Gunra slinks up behind him and starts to unlock his hands.
Remember your oath.
He nods to Hamnahar. And at about that time, they start to come, and we'll end it there.
Nice.
Last stand, guys! Last stand!
Or is it?
Plus 50 saga points.
Hell
Plus one.
yeah. Level up, baby.
And sorry, guys, but I gotta run.
No sweat, man.
Problem, guy. You'd be good.
You guys have a good night.
You too.
You too, man. Thanks for GMing.
Thank you as always, Rogue. Good night.